Good morning, YouTube. It's a hot, horrible, wet day in the UK as normal. Can't remember the last day it hadn't rained here. So we're all stuck indoors. Let's watch some videos and talk about some films. I'll show you what I've been gifted and bought and added to the library recently over the past 2 or 3 weeks. I think it's maybe 3 weeks since I last made a video like this. First of all, I'd like to say my subscriber rate has been growing nicely the last few days. So welcome aboard any new people, and also welcome aboard existing subscribers. Thank you very much for watching and commenting. It's very much appreciated. So let's crack on with what I've added to the library the past couple of weeks. Regular viewers will know that my good friend Larry always sorts me out some fantastic stuff, and last couple of weeks absolutely no difference at all, and it just blows me away what you send me, mate. Thank you very much. So we'll get off. I'll show you what Larry's been sending me last couple of weeks. First, a Dogman, which looks very interesting. Larry, he's got 3 dogs that he's always walking. I think he gets on with the dogs more than the family, to be honest. Only kidding, mate. So I thought this might be his biopic of his life story, but no, apparently it's not. It's an Italian film, I believe, about a guy with a dog, and I think he's also a drug dealer, and it looks very interesting. So I look forward to watching that. Next, we got from Larry, The Bucket List, a film I've never seen, but it's been on my bucket list. Bum bum. Nextly, been on a bit of a Richard Attenborough kick recently. And I was talking to Larry about this film a couple of weeks ago, telling him I'd watched it around my dad's house once and how much I'd enjoyed it. The Man Upstairs. Richard Attenborough, he lives in the top flat of a apartment block in London, and he's going through some mental health problems and is very unstable. He's got a gun on him, and the police are all for going in shooting him, but the residents of the block are trying to talk the police out and go and try and get him down calmly. And it starts out as one person, a bit in much of the vein of 12 Angry Men, where one person's arguing a case and winning more and more people round. But yeah, really interesting film, old 1940s British film. I really enjoyed that one. Well worth a watch. Recommended. That's the Man Upstairs. And nextly from Larry, Old from M. Night Shyamalan. I've seen this before. I think I streamed it last time, and I quite enjoyed this. I know it gets a little flack, but I think it's one of Shyamalan's better efforts, and I look forward to watching it again in 4K. Up next, we have The Gentleman 4K. Nice upgrade from my Blu-ray copy. My son's favourite Guy Ritchie. I do really like it, but I don't think it's Guy Ritchie's best film. For me, that's either Snatch or Lock, Stock, or even Rock and Roller. I think that's right up there with them two. But yeah, it's a very good film. So again, look forward to watching this in glorious 4K on the OLED. And lastly, from Larry, and the one that blew me away the most, I couldn't believe it when this dropped through the door, Oppenheimer 4K. My son and I, we went to the cinema to watch this, and I thought it was incredible. 3 hours, and I just sat there transfixed. I know it's not for everyone. It's quite slow, very dialogue heavy. You have to think about it, but I love it. And I haven't put it in the machine yet, but apparently it's one of the 4K discs of the year and looks incredible. And for those with Dolby Atmos, I believe the 5.1 surround sound is incredible, which is something I really want to upgrade. I've at the moment, because I did have a soundbar, but that's broken, so I'm just using the TV speakers, which on the OLED, to be fair, aren't bad, but in the near future, I'd love to get the old 5.1 and just experience. I've never experienced it, so that's something to look forward to. That's all stuff from Larry. As always, mate, I'm eternally grateful. You, you don't have to send me anything, but wow, just speechless, mate. Thank you very much. Right, the rest is what I've picked up myself. Mainly a lot of CX used with me vouchers. Like James, I go around the charity shop, see what I can trade up. Try to spend as little as possible skinflint that I am on the collection, and been quite successful again. There's a couple of Amazon ones, I'll show you them as we go through, but let's crack on with these ones. First one from CX, Lee Marvin in Point Blank. Never seen it. Larry, a couple of times, has been telling me how fantastic this film is, so I thought I'd pick up a copy and give it a whirl. And there's another one, CX, sometimes they do annoy me. Look, it's a HMV Premier Collection, no slip. I mean, I'm not the greatest of slip guys, but for the HMV Premier Collection, I think it's a must because they're such beautiful boxes. And oh, you can't see from there, but the slip's a must have on the Premier Collection. So I'll watch it and maybe move it on, maybe look at getting one with a slip in the future. Next up, Shock Corridor, Criterion release. Love me Samuel Fuller. Never seen this one, so it was a good price in CX. I think it was £8, which for a Criterion release is not bad at all. So I know you're not going to go wrong with Fuller, so look forward to watching that one. Nextly, PTU, not added to the Masters of Cinema collection for a while, so I thought I'd add one to it. I think it's about 240 spines I'm on now. This is a Chinese film, I think, directed by Johnny To, and I watched his Mad Detective film a few weeks ago, and that was incredible, so I'm sure that's going to be similar. That's PTU, which stands for Police Tactical Unit. Now we have, this is from Amazon. I saw pretty cheap, about £5-6. And I've heard of the film. It's got fantastic reviews. I've seen it on high on lists of people's favourite films. A Man Escaped. It's a French film, I believe, about a resistance fighter in World War II trying to escape from a Nazi prison. So that's a lot of my interests. I'll look forward to that. I'm sure I'm going to love that one. Nextly, we have Cleopatra. I watched a couple of weeks ago the 1934 version of Cleopatra, and I thought that was incredible. And never seen this one, the Elizabeth Taylor, Richard Burton edition. So for, I think it's about £4 or £5 from CX, I thought I'd add that. And it's about 3.5 hours long, so it might take me a while to get round to it, but looking forward to that one. And nextly, I was in my CX. This is Pulse, Japanese horror. This used to belong to the manager. He was telling me what a good film it is, and his recommendations are normally spot on, so I thought I'd give that a whirl. Was at £8, so looking forward to that one as well. A lot of good stuff to watch here. Alien Covenant. I recently watched for the first time ever, and yeah, I'm always behind everybody else. It was Prometheus, and thought it was absolutely fantastic. A lot better than I thought it was gonna. So I thought I'd pick up Alien Covenant and give that a watch, and I have watched this, and I thought this was great too. Ridley Scott, one of my favourite directors. And after watching this, left me thinking, AI, it's never ending well, is it? All these films, the AI is always screwing you. Which I'd just like to apologise to every nasty thing I've said to Alexa in the past. I'm only joking, and please don't kill me. Next, Clockwise. This was going cheap on Amazon. John Cleese, not a big comedy guy, but this is one of my favourites. His race against time to get back to the school, really funny stuff. If you haven't watched that, highly recommend it. Clockwise. And next we have Atonement. Can you believe that's out of print? I thought that would be a really readily available cheap one. Not that it cost me a lot. It cost me £3, which for an out of print title, it's only going to raise in value. I thought was very good. But that's a great film. How a lie against somebody can ruin their life, and it all escalates. If you haven't watched Atonement, give that a watch. And it's got some Dunkirk evacuation scenes on it as well, and they're right up with the last Dunkirk film. Some really good scenes. And lastly, it's a DVD. Don't get many DVDs these days, but Neil Hill put this up on the Movie Mad Facebook group, which, if you're not a member of, go over there, request to be a member. I myself helped James moderate it, which doesn't take a lot of doing, because unlike most other groups on Facebook, we don't have any idiots. There's no arguing. There's no calling people out. There's no chastising people because they don't like the same films as you. It's just a fun, friendly place where we share movie deals. So head over to there. We'll get you on there and find you some deals. But yeah, Neil put this one up, $1.99 from Amazon. Looks a wacky kind of film, which is right up my street. So for a couple of quid, I'm adding that to their collection, and I'll let you know what I think of it, Neil. So yeah, that's everything I've got over the last couple of weeks. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it and you're not subscribed, maybe think about it, because I was looking at my figures and 80% of you are watching me aren't subscribed, and that means you're going to miss all these devastating good looks and wit in the future, and how would you live with yourself? So yeah, like if you've liked it. Don't worry if you haven't, we won't fall out. And I'll see you again on the next one. Incidentally, what am I watching in the background? You know, you can only see half a screen, but there's a bonus point to the first correct answer. Thank you very much, and goodbye.